Warning, the Good Times podcast features foul language and insensitive comments performed by professionals. Accordingly, Good Times podcast must insist that no one should play this show out loud during work, at school, or with your grandma. Enjoy the show.
On this week's episode of the Good Times podcast, we talk about time travel and all the glories and wonders that come with it.
We also talk about stones and dreams and possibly Suge Knight.
Not only that, but the election is coming up, and we're here to tell you that Almanac Jack is running for president. Hear his thoughts before the election.
All of this and much more emanating live from a presidential GTP hole. This is the Good Times Podcast.
Good Times Podcast. Hey, y'all having a good time? Having a good time. Always a good time. Now what the hell are you waiting for? Donuts.
Welcome on in, everyone. I am the assassin of the slaved mind, the executioner, and if you don't know, now you know. And fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's Almanac Jack.
Hey, everybody. You are listening to another episode of Good Times. That's right. This is the Good Times Podcast, where there's good laughs, good fun, and it's always a good time.
You're damn right.
Executioner, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty fucking good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Some crazy stuff's been going on.
Crazy
I'll tell you
stuff.
that.
There's a lot of going on, you know what I'm saying? Wait.
Yeah, you know what? I've been dreaming a lot.
Really?
Yeah, and I've always been a big dreamer.
Okay.
I have big dreams.
I have big
bright
dreams.
lights. The big city. But for real, like I've always like dreamed a lot as a kid, growing into manhood.
Gotcha. Getting
Just
into
always
the man.
dreaming about funny shit, random shit, or whatever. And so here comes a funny, random, scary shit.
Okay. Wait. Is it funny, random, scary shit? Okay.
Funny, random, scary
That's
shit.
how you know it's a dream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
Because so what happened was, in the dream, I'm just walking somewhere and my phone rings. So I answer
shit.
it and I look at who it is.
None other than Bill Cosby.
None other than Suge Knight. The Suge Knight. Yeah.
The Suge Knight is hitting up your phone.
Yeah. And
wow.
so apparently I know Suge Knight and Suge Knight knows me and he's calling me.
Okay.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. So I answer it. I'm like, hey, what's up, Suge? He's like, hey, what's up, Sal? I'm like, what's up, man? What you need? What's going on? And he's all like, hey, man, I want you to come over tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm already like, uh-oh. So I'm all like, okay, for what? And he just goes, it's my birthday tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man. Hey, that's dope. You gonna have a party for your birthday? No. Well, I just want you to come over.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, okay, all right, Suge, I'll see you there. He's like, all right, bye. And then he just hangs up.
What the hell?
And as soon as I hung up, I instantly knew I was gonna die.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I knew Suge Knight was gonna fucking kill me right there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Run you over with
And
his red
as soon
car.
as the call was over and I had that thought in my head, I
Died?
woke up.
Oh,
So I woke up before Suge Knight could kill me.
yeah.
And the first thing, usually when you wake up, you lay there for a little bit, kind of like just, stare at the ceiling or whatever.
After a
stretch, you get a good stretch in and just, try to get your eyes working, right?
Right.
I immediately grabbed my phone and I Googled when Suge Knight's birthday was.
Wait.
Because I was like, oh no, if his birthday happens to land in October,
So when
this is
his
scary.
birthday?
Thank God his birthday is in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's an Aries. That's even scary.
He's an asshole. That's what he is.
That's a big dick.
Yeah.
Head.
So I was like, oh my God. Thank God his fucking birthday's not in
That's
October.
so fucking random,
Right?
What, like, were you like thinking about him, like,
Not at
in
all.
your bed?
When's
like,
the last time anybody thought of Suge Knight?
I mean, I guess whenever they think of Pac, but
Not necessarily.
I mean, I don't know. But either way, I understand what you're saying. But what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, at least his birthday wasn't in October.
Yeah,
Like, could you imagine
thankfully.
if it was like the very next day?
Yeah,
You're
and you
just
know what's
like,
crazy too
well,
is
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, well, it's over.
Yeah, it was a good run.
My wife's been getting into like stones and crystals and stuff like
Black
that.
magic,
you know?
right? No, it's fine.
And so her and her friend have been getting into like like the power of the stones and the crystals and
Gotcha.
the positive and negative energies that come out of them.
Does she go? I'm inevitable.
Yeah, if she gets the infinity stones, man, that'd be awesome. So she was telling me because my birthstone is an amethyst. And
What?
an amethyst.
An almanac jackethiness?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
An atheist.
Oh, you're a heathen.
So it's an amethyst, and apparently like the thing with amethyst birthstones is like psychic abilities.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like that's true in a way with me because I always have like this almost like sixth sense about certain things. About like I almost know stuff before like I read about it or hear about it or see it, and like I can kind of like foreshadow things. Like if I'm watching something, like I'll be like, oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
or
right.
the same thing with like sports and stuff too. Like,
Gotcha.
yep, this is gonna happen right now, and then it happens. So like I feel like it's kind of true. So like I was gonna ask you, what's your birthstone?
I have no idea.
Let's look it up.
I guess we're gonna be looking it up. Now that you're talking about like the psychic ability, now I keep putting bitch in the fucking
What the fuck?
every time I went to put birth, I put like birch, and then I was like biff. Let's see here. But what I was gonna say was the thing you're talking about. I feel like it's kind of crazy because like when a lot of people think of what you're talking about, they're probably thinking like in movies and stuff when it's like and all of a sudden you see into the future and
Like
blah,
spider
blah.
sense or something.
Yeah, like you see into the future. That's not what we're talking about. Like the sixth sense, like is like it's a real thing. Like it's intuition basically.
Yeah.
But some people have like actual like fucking intuition that's further out than a lot of other people.
Yeah, more developed, I guess.
Right. And so for me, I guess since I'm April, well, I am April, I'm a diamond. So I mean, I've actually never really looked into the birthstones, but I guess see here, it is the world's most popular gem, which is true. Many people enjoy diamond because of its brilliance and because of its dispersion. Dispersion is the ability of a gem to act as a prism and separate light into its components colors, as shown by the diamond in the accompanying photo, which you can see on geology.com/gemstones/birthstones. You're welcome, assholes. No, just play.
Free plug.
Yeah, diamond is one of the most expensive birthstones. When cost is a concern, many people opt for a smaller stone. Others decide to purchase a more affordable lab-grown diamond. If cost is not an issue, then a beautiful colored diamond might be possible. Image copyright iStock photo. No, I'm just playing. That's crazy.
Well, yeah. So I guess your thing is that you're tough like a diamond, and you segregate light.
Yeah, no, and that kind of makes sense.
Segregate all the colors. Separate but equal.
Yeah, it's funny though as I'm reading that, it's like, yeah, I kind of do that quite a bit. Where
You segregate light?
segregate
What
the
a
light.
dick.
Where I find myself finding dark situations and kind of finding light within those dark situations. You know what I mean?
Do you see yourself as like the tough person of the family?
Oh, dude. I've been the fucking Rock ever since. I've literally
You
been
mean
Dwayne
the
Johnson.
diamond? The diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey.
I've literally been Dwayne Johnson since I was younger. You know, that's literally how it is. So it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
The toughest fucking diamond, whatever. You know what I mean? A little rough around the edges at first. You know,
Sure.
a lump of coal.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I actually, damn, I wish I would have looked more into that or would have known. I mean, not your fault, but like I kind of want to see like you were saying, like what yours is more about and whatnot too.
Yeah. My wife and her friend, like I said, they've been getting into it. And we went to the Clovis Antique Show.
Okay.
And there was this booth. I forgot what they were called. Something of Gaia, like Rocks of Gaia or Stones of Gaia, or something like that. And anyway, they sell all the stuff, all the stones separately, and like if you ask them what it is, like they'll kind of tell you what it is, what it's about, and like kind of what it helps you with and stuff like that. And so we went and they got some, and hey, some of these stones, man, like you got to believe, like Indians and just like old cultures, they've had these stones forever. So why would they say like it has this ability or positive charge towards this certain action,
right,
and it not be true? Because if they've had these things for thousands of years, it's got to be true somehow.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and a lot of it has to do with it's like a lot of everything is like energy based, basically. Like when like a lot of people don't know that we live within like an electromagnetic universe in a sense, where we're charged by everything pretty much that's around us. You know what I mean? So then it's kind of like whenever you have your feet in carpet and you start rubbing your feet in carpet, and you're basically gaining energy, because it's also the reason why it's called the ground, because it's like literally you're grounded, and that's where you're getting your energy from, is from the ground. And that's why, you rub your feet and stuff like that, you gain energy from, the static electricity that goes through your body and whatnot. Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing. It works the same thing with rocks, where it's like, especially stones, I can't tell you exactly how like the stones would work in that sense, but yeah, I've heard a lot about the stones. I just never like really looked into it. I think it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it is interesting. I always just, when my wife is like talking about it or whatever, I'll just be like, oh, because like certain stones, like she carries with her, either in her purse, like they're real small, not fucking big old ones. She's dragging her fucking purse on the floor or nothing. But yeah, like, and then some of them, like, it's good, I guess, to have by your bed, like it's supposed to like help your dreams and your mental clarity while you're sleeping,
Gotcha.
or, like right when you wake up and stuff like that. And so anyway, like one time, like they were just on the floor, like I guess, bumped the nightstand or whatever, and they fell over. And I'm just like, hey, your rocks are on the floor.
Damn it, I hit my foot on a rock.
Damn it, stepped on a rock.
Oh no, like every time you like hit a rock, like you know exactly which one it is. Damn it, I hit the garnet. Yeah, motherfucker.
It's like, shit, I just stepped on the citrine.
The amethyst came again. Fuck. That's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. I now I want to look more into it. That's pretty tight.
Yeah,
What's your wife's stone?
Topaz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's
go to topaz.
It's a yellow one. November.
Okay, November. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to ask you just in case you forgot.
Oh, I know, right? Which made me look bad. Scroll down. 4th of July.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they have the topaz and the citrine, and they're both kind of the same
color.
Color, yeah.
Pretty dope.
That is pretty fucking cool, though. Damn, I haven't heard of like topaz in a long time. Like, oh, that's where I'm thinking of natural blue topaz.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the one I've usually like. That's where I've first ever heard of topaz, was from blue topaz.
Cool.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. All the stone stuff. It's pretty neat. She's got a book and that she's kind of going through, and eventually I'll probably end up reading it too, because it's neat stuff. It's cool to like know that this stuff has been around forever,
right?
And some ancient Chinese fuckers, back in the day, back in time, fucking knew of this stuff too. And speaking of time, on my TikTok, a lot of shit has been coming up about time travelers.
Okay.
So have you seen any like stuff on your feeds, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, where it's like, oh, I'm a time traveler from the year 2045, like this is what happens, or shit like that?
I've never seen like any videos pop up like on TikTok and stuff like that. I've actually read a lot of things about like time travelers from before. Like there was the whole thing about Johnu Oliver Beck. Do you remember that?
No.
That one was more of, I believe it was like last year. Basically, Johnu Oliver Beck is basically a person from like, or he claims to be from 2085 or something like that. And then he talks about how I don't remember the story anymore, but it was like, yeah, I've heard about like a lot of people claiming certain things and stuff like that. I don't know how true things are. I never really follow up with them, but
yeah.
Well, what have you seen? Like,
well, I remember like last year or sometime that there was this guy who basically met himself. Like he came back from the future to meet himself.
God.
And he even like had a video of it and stuff. But like now I can't find it. Like it's really hard to come by. And another one was where like this guy, he left like messages for himself, for his past self to find, I guess.
Okay.
And he was finding things like certain things of like what to invest in, and then like certain things to look out for, like don't go this day or whatever.
Don't go to the buildings at 9/11.
Yeah, basically.
9/11.
Don't go to the top floor of the World Trade Center.
Just don't go to New York in general.
Yeah, just stay out of New York for quite a while. Just stay out of the East Coast. But yeah, he was like telling himself like where to go and not go, until like I guess how to save himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
So do you believe in time travel?
Honestly, like I don't know.
It's a weird one.
It is a weird one for sure. I think if I looked more into it, I probably would find some possible ways that it would happen. Personally, like just seeing the world the way it is, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's possible because I don't believe like there's like actual timelines when there's like different dimensional timelines and stuff like that where things change and everything like that. But one thing that you mentioned though was that how he like basically met himself and stuff like that. One of the things that me and my brother were talking about just the other day was doppelgangers.
Okay.
So, and have you ever seen anybody that's like that looks like you or a doppelganger of yourself?
No, but somebody said that on TV they saw somebody that looked.
Gotcha. I've had it a few times, like, but I've never like seen myself. Well, besides the fucking sticker at Robertito's and the
that's pretty spot on. No, but I have heard though that in the world there are at least two people that look just like you.
Makes
like
sense.
Somewhere in the world, like they look just like you.
Well, see, the thing that he was talking about, my brother was talking about, is like the doppelgangers are actually from a different bloodline, where it's like there's the there's like a demonic bloodline basically, where it's kind of like that movie You remember that movie You that Peele, the Jordan Peele fucking directed?
I never saw it.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh man. So basically it's just like they're in their house and stuff like that and they're just doing their thing, and then all of a sudden they start getting attacked, but it's by people that look just like them.
Okay.
And so they're like, that's basically the whole fucking thing. Like, you know, is basically, as I said, they just go in, they just kill each other and stuff like that. But like doppelgangers, just in general, from what he was saying, are from like more of like a Luciferian bloodline and whatnot. So it's like you have your light self, but then there's like a doppelganger of people that look just like you. And as you said, like two or three, that's literally what he was talking about as well.
Well, what if you're the demonic bloodline?
Well, shit. Y'all gonna feel this diamond in your ass. No.
You know what I mean? Like everybody always thinks that like they're the good one.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if you're actually the bad one?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
I mean, it's possible, right?
It is possible. I mean, I don't think I've ever really met anybody that resembles me. I mean, yeah, sure, there's people that look like you, but like to find like an actual, like, not carbon copy, but someone quite similar.
Have you ever had somebody tell you like they have the same voice as you, or like your voice sounds like somebody?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because I've had that a few times where like back in the day, when you would just talk on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
This one girl was like, you sound just like somebody. Like I forgot who it was, like some celebrity or whatever, some actor.
Sound like just like Jennifer Aniston. What?
You sound just like Barbara Streisand.
You sound just like Justin Bieber. Like what the fuck?
Pre Bieber. But yeah, so like that's happened to me before, but it's never been where like you sound exactly like them.
Yeah.
And I think too is because like I was younger. So like my voice might have sounded like somebody because maybe I was still kind of squeaky. You never know.
Sound like Fernie.
Yeah. So like it's always like the weird things when you look like this person, or you look like you look like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Or
gotcha.
hey, you sound just like Chris Rock or something.
Yeah.
Well, nobody sounds like Chris Rock, but I'm just throwing people out there. But you've never had somebody tell you like you sound like a certain somebody or nothing?
No, honestly only when I do impressions.
Oh yeah,
That's really like the only time that I've ever really had that. But in terms of like saying that I sound like somebody, honestly, I honestly don't remember. And it's kind of the same thing with just doppelgangers in general. Like I don't usually have people like, oh, you look like this person or you look like that person, unless it's like over the past couple years, like there has been people who kind of look like me, but it's just mainly because like I wear a basic like a chubby guy basic look where it's just like hair's all off to the side and I wear glasses and I have a beard. Like that's like the basic chubby guy look nowadays. You know what I mean? Like I gotta change that shit.
Well, like
cut your fucking hair off, assholes. It was mine.
well, like James and I said to you that you look like a certain somebody's husband now. And we were like, hey, good job of getting married, man. Good job settling down. Proud of you.
Oh, man.
But, so here's another part of it where it's you look like somebody or you sound like somebody. Have you ever had somebody tell you like, hey, you act just like this person?
Fuck.
Like maybe like a family member or something?
Yeah, I mean, I've had that before.
My mom told me because I'll either, always just, make a dumb face at my mom or, I'll say stuff like around like my parents or whatever.
So they said that you act like your mom?
And no, my mom says that I act like my grandpa. Her dad.
You know what? Now that you say that, that's what I get too.
Because she's like, your grandpa would make faces at me all the time. And, he would tell me, stuff like this, or he would always like call me out on this or whatever.
And then your mom just starts crying.
Yeah. And it's weird because, I never got close to my grandpa like that because I was so young. So it's like I never would have known these tendencies or what he did or whatever.
Right.
So the fact that she's saying that like I act like him is pretty crazy.
That's telling because it's kind of funny because I get now that I think about it, now that you mentioned like you look like grandpa, my mom tells me that too a lot. That you're like, oh, you're just like your Huito. That's what we call them. We call them Huito. You're just like your Huito. But now that I think about it too, is that a lot of people, I mean, I guess it's not really far fetched, but like a lot of people tell me that I sound and kind of look like my dad. Okay. I mean, again, not super far fetched or because he's obviously my father.
Exactly.
But I've had times
came out of his balls.
Came out of the sack. And
shot out.
Swam. And
100 miles an hour.
But I had a few times where I would be on the damn it. Oh shit. Well, I would have a few times where I'm on the phone with my uncle and he'd be like, whoa. And I was like, what? He's like, you just sound like your dad when you said that. And I was like, really?
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, yeah, you just sounded exactly like your dad. And I've got it from him a few times.
So you ever tried to be your dad on the phone? Like, hey, Chris can't come into school today.
Well, I've never done that.
Oh, damn it.
But I've like done stuff because my dad's like super easy. Like, especially when he answers the phone, you just hear the phone ring and he's like, hello? Yes. Speaking, and that's literally like my dad right there. Like seriously, we used to make fun of my dad for that shit all the time.
I don't have the same voice as my dad. My voice is like a little deeper than his.
Oh yeah.
So I couldn't answer the phone and be like, "Hello, yeah, it's me." Huh? What? If I had his same voice, I'd be able to do it. Yeah.
I feel like you're missing like a little bit more jitters in there too because you've been drinking so much.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe after a few beers, I could do it. We'll have to try it out.
You just call your mom one day and be like, hey, make me dinner. All right.
Well, you know what's funny is whenever my dad would call my brother and I, and we didn't answer it, he would leave a voicemail, right? And it would be, hey, Sal, it's me, your dad. Call me back. Your dad. Bye. There'd be just these long pauses between words.
Oh, man. Just going through the natty light like it's nothing.
Yeah, because it is nothing.
Yeah, it is nothing.
That shit is nothing.
Oh, dude, that's pretty funny, though.
You'd think that after like 25, 30 years of drinking that shit, he'd build a tolerance to it, but
You would think.
he just doesn't. It's weird. Oh,
I
well.
wouldn't be like that guy and just never, or just always get drunk on the same shit.
Right.
Because some people just get the
On cheap
tolerance,
stuff too.
Yeah.
You never have to buy anything more expensive.
He's all $5. That's all I need. I'm like, what the hell?
That's true.
I was gonna go back to the John Oliver Beck thing, and I pulled it up because this is kind of like a quick story about the guy. So basically, it's just the supposed name of the future 56th president of the United States, who, according to the man from 4,932, the year, this guy gets elected in 2082, but unfortunately dies 2 years later. He supposedly was born September 12th, 2018. So he's just born recently. So that's the thing. The reason why this caught so much traction was because the evidence of his birth, basically about a week after the day September 12th, 2018 passed, they posted a video questioning his birth, going into multiple birth records. There was a site that did, and nobody exactly showed up as the name, despite many variations like J. Beck and stuff like that. However, there was a few people that claimed that suggested that their hospital, a newly born child whose parents' last name Beck, did give birth to a John Oliver. So I mean, some people say that like it's not real and stuff like that, but it was basically fucking kind of crazy. And
I think I have heard of this guy then.
yeah, it happened last year, and I'm almost positive we talked about it off air, and we never really got into it. But yeah, it's like I guess a little background too. He was the philosopher of his time, or in his time, and basically, and will be rationally the most influential human being ever to live. He would prove the existence of God to the masses through a single philosophical idea. If all we as natural beings have observed is life and death of beings, why are we ever to construct the ideology of a continuation that exceeds death? In other words, we wouldn't be inherently driven to believe in an afterlife or a creator if there was not one. And this one message would change the world for centuries, is what a time traveler in 2016 said. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like it caught traction for a while, and it kind of came out last year, and I thought it was pretty interesting though. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
crazy.
let's see if we live until what year was that? 2082?
2082. Yeah, we'll be alive by then.
You never know.
I know, maybe not.
Yeah. With all the fast food and shit we've eaten.
Oh God,
You
90.
never know.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of wild. And then people are going to be pulling this link back up, and I wonder how the internet would be back in.
It's going to look the same.
2082.
It's going to look the same.
We're just going to have the same fucking screen and shit like that.
Yeah. We're going to be here in this room, in the GTP hole.
At 90 years old.
Well, by God, I knew that J.No. Oliver Beckman was real.
Well, what's going on, everybody? What are we doing here again?
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a raise?
Oh fuck, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy
it sure
to think about
is.
all that shit. Maybe we should do a show where we talk about what it would be like 60 years from now.
I'm down.
That would be fucking cool. I think we
Yeah.
should do that.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking cool.
All right. Cool. Well, I think we can take a break here.
Actually, before we take a break, I
Uh-oh.
wanted to update
Uh-oh.
about. So this past week I talked about that one guy who I kind of went up to and told to fuck off from like being a weirdo from that one girl.
Yeah, a Mexican guy.
Yeah, Mexican guy.
Yeah, didn't you say he was a Mexican guy?
No, he was a.
Oh, he was
short
picking on your
Asian.
Mexican friend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, somebody was a little Mexican.
Wait
guy.
a minute.
Somebody
Oh,
was a Mexican.
that was a different story.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, nothing really happened with that one. But there was basically, I just kind of recap what happened before. About 2 months ago, one of my friends, she's a really good friend of mine, and she was telling me that there was this guy that kept like going up to her and talking to her and kind of like just being weird. She told me who it was, and he's like this little short, like fucking Asian dude who's like really fucking weird, and he always likes to go up to girls and tries to like get at him and stuff like that, and they don't fucking like him because he's fucking weird. So a lot of people kind of call him a pervert.
Hey baby, what's that butt smell like?
So basically I just told her, I was like
Nice and good.
now here's the thing is that she's a really nice person, so she's not the type of person to really like tell somebody to fuck off basically. And so I told her, I was like, next time it happens, let me know and I'll go over there. And so I did. I went over there and I was like, I told him like, who the fuck are you? And then he was just, I was like, I don't give a fuck really who you are. It's just like, you need to fucking leave, blah, 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 this and that. So he ended up fucking leaving, and he was all pissed off or whatever because he wasn't going to do anything. Like, of course, like, you're not going to fuck with me. I don't give a damn. No, and so earlier this week, so I kind of I thought I was going to update what I talked about before, but basically the update of what happened was I'm talking to a friend of mine, and he comes up to me and he goes, I heard you were talking shit. And I was like, I started laughing because I'm like talking to somebody, and I was like, hey bro, you hear this dude? And he's like, no, I didn't hear him. And then I was like, say it louder. And then he was like, I heard you were talking shit.
Like he's like whispering it or what?
Yeah, like because and plus he has his mask on too, like you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you hear him? I was like, did you hear him? And then he was like, no, I don't hear him. And then I told him to tell it again, and then basically he said it for the third time, but he still couldn't hear him. So then I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, what do you want? Like, you know. And he started saying something, and it like kind of like whatever. I was kind of like got me going, like kind of got me pissed off a little bit. Got the adrenaline running and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I want to whoop this motherfucker's ass like right here.
Oh yeah.
Ass.
Oh yeah.
So he goes back to where he was working, and as I was passing by, I looked at him and I was like, "What's up, motherfucker? If you got fucking something to say, like, let's go. I'm right fucking here." So then as I'm walking away, he like runs up on me.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I turn around, I was like, what the fuck? And then he
He's
stops.
a quick attack.
Yeah, he was trying to do a good old, good old double slap real quick.
Hit him with that tail whip.
Yeah. And then so he stops as I turn around, and I was like, what the fuck? And he's all, yeah, somebody's talking shit saying that I'm a pervert and blah, blah. I was like, bro, you do realize that the last time we fucking talked about this shit, I told you were a pervert and a fucking weirdo, and that I didn't fucking like you to your face. So it's like that just doesn't make any sense to me. I heard you were talking shit. Yeah, bro, I told you like that I was talking shit to you.
Yeah.
So so is it all of a sudden a bad thing if I talk shit behind his back? Like, no, I'm not even behind his back anymore.
Yeah, you're behind his face.
Yeah, it's in the front of your ass.
That's right.
I wish it would be behind him. In the front of your face.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
Right in front of his penis.
So then I'm like... So then I'm like super pissed off, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, if you have a fucking problem, whatever the fuck I said, I was like, we can fucking go right here, or we can go to the fucking parking lot. I don't give a damn. I'll whoop your ass, because I was pissed. And then he was just like, oh, something, and he like walked away, and then he like never said anything after that. I didn't even see him like for the last couple of days either. I don't know. He probably fucking got scared or something. And then I was talking to somebody, and I was like, yeah, well, he's probably, I don't know, like he's a little dude. He's not gonna try to fuck with me, and even if he does, he's probably gonna try to like stab me in the parking lot or something, or try to shoot me or something.
You better get some Kevlar.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Some caviar. Why?
Or he's like, hey man, I heard you talking shit behind my back about me being a pervert. Nah, I was talking shit behind your back about you being gay.
I was talking shit behind your back about your front, but in the front behind your back, which just happened to be your front because your back was in your front.
Well, how you like big penises in your butt.
Which would be in the front, but in your back.
Yeah. And you spit on them.
What?
And then they spit on you. Bitch.
Oh, shit.
Man, so all kinds of crazy shit going on over there in Amazon.
Oh, dude.
All kinds of fights and fits and
dude.
foots.
Yeah, literally. I had a friend tell me that he just, like, he was just chilling there, and somebody just went up to him and just fucking snaked his ass.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro, but people are getting wild, and we're gonna have to start going to war with these motherfuckers.
People are mad about packing boxes, huh?
Yeah, packing boxes and packing bombs.
I mean, technically, if you're there for 12 hours or whatever you were doing during Prime Week, you're just kind of marinating while you're packing boxes.
I guess so.
God damn it. Fucking said I was gay. Said I'd like big butts and penises and shit. Fucker. Hate them.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I was just like, what
Next
the
package.
fuck ever?
I'm going on break.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Well, speaking of going on break, we're going to go on break.
Yeah.
And do you want to fill in everybody what's going on the other side?
Yes, sirree, Bob. And to all you Bobs and Babas out there,
Bob.
it's time for you to know the true intention of Almanac Jack, as he will be running for 2020 presidential election. That's right, Almanac Jack. We will be going over his policies, and we'll be asking questions to Mr. Almanac Jack about his presidential run right after the break. Are you ready?
I'm ready. We'll see you on the other side, folks.
Hey, Almanac Jack, do you like shakes?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like tea?
Who doesn't?
Well, what if I told you that you could have a cinnamon toast crunch shake and a gummy worm tea, but not have to worry about it being too many calories?
Oh, I'm all for that.
Then look no further than the Healthy Hub. Located in Fresno, California at 777 East Barstow, the Healthy Hub serves you healthy shakes, energizing tea, and gives off good vibes. Shakes are under 250 calories, and teas boost your immune system while also providing antioxidant support. While you're there, you'll also enjoy the positive environment and super friendly staff. Head on over to the Healthy Hub at 777 East Barstow and get yourself a healthy shake, tea, and ask about their energizing coffee as well. They offer pickup and delivery. And when you go, tell them the GTP sent you. Hey, Almanac, how's that tea?
Oh, man, that was good. Hey, listeners, if you like listening to our show, hopefully you'll like wearing our show. That's right, you can get yourself a Good Times Podcast t-shirt. Just head over to tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez and take your pick from our current neon logo, our retro logo, and even our jackass logo. If you don't want a shirt, you could get yourself a hoodie, or maybe a sticker, or a button, or whatever else you can put our logo on. Show your support for the show by supporting us. tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez. That's tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez. Get yourself a shirt and show everyone you're having a good time.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GTP election. That's right. Tonight, we will be talking to Mr. Almanac Jack about his views and what he will do to help save the United States of America. That's right, everybody. Again, welcome back. I am your host, the Executioner, and this an absolutely historic debate between himself, and that's actually it. This is an absolutely historic moment here at the GTP podcast, here in the GTP hole, because Mr. Almanac Jack, welcome on in. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. And let's get right on into it. I feel great, and I feel like I have the answers that America needs.
Indeed. And I absolutely like that. And I absolutely love it because that just shows how presidential you truly are.
Thank you.
All right. So at the very beginning of this, we're just going to talk about a few different topics at first, but we're going to go into this first topic, which is American families. Now, as an American, I know that you are a family man and a father. Can't do it.
Well, if I am a father, I don't know about it.
All right. So, as a family man, can you tell us what it's like to be a family man?
Well, I would prefer the term family guy. Considering I don't have a family of my own, I still prefer to be family guy. I'm not quite a Peter Griffin yet.
Oh, fuck.
However, we do need to understand that the family model is very important for America. Having a two-parent home is critical in child's development, whether it be a mother and a father, a mother and a mother, a father and a father, or a mystery and a mystery. Whatever you want to be. It is crucial to teach kids exactly right and wrong. It's also crucial to teach them how to interact with humans, because in this day and age, we are on the computer way too much. We are separated way too far. And a lot of people like to say that technology is bringing us closer, but it's also making us drift farther apart as well. One of the problems that I fear for American families is they're getting too fat. And one of the problems is that a lot of politicians have this tax on sodas, and they find sodas as the problem for childhood obesity. Now, childhood obesity isn't something to laugh at, but it is pretty funny. You ever seen a little fat kid try to run after a soccer ball? It's hilarious. But soda isn't the thing making kids fat. Parents buying everything else at the store is making kids fat. If your idea is to raise the price of unhealthy foods and drinks like sodas or Pop-Tarts or Cheez-Its or whatever the kids like, you also need to lower the price of all the healthy stuff. I mean, why does a McDouble only cost $1.50 when a salad costs almost $4 or $5? Doesn't make any sense, does it? And also, the thing with schools, schools are also a big role model for families too, because sports are a big thing for families. Little Jimmy is playing football. His dad and mom go to watch, and his sister is a cheerleader. So it's a whole family event, right? And one of the things that I fear is we're missing out on now are the whole family event, because of all this social distancing and all of this technology, where little Jimmy doesn't want to be a football player anymore. He wants to be an e-leaguer. He wants to play Fortnite all day instead of going out there and tackling somebody as fucking hard as he could. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't cuss here. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm just very passionate about this shit.
Understand.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
But anyway.
We're going to cut that out? Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're okay. Keep going.
All right. Thank you. But anyway, yes, American families, I would say, is the main priority for my cabinet.
We really appreciate that answer. And I guess another question when it comes to American families, you talked about how it should be a 2-person household. The parents are involved and they are present. So in today's society, it seems that we are kind of pushing against that. And can you tell me how you would fix that as we go forward?
Would you mind getting more specific? I want to kind of break this into different parts.
Yes.
Maybe let's make this a 2-part question.
Okay. So again, as I was mentioning before, how would you go about why do you feel like, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. So how do you feel like you would just bring those families together and to create that 2-person household again?
Well, one of the big things that's bringing families together, or before they actually have the family, is online dating. Now, you remember those commercials from a long time ago about eharmony.com? You got Tinder, and then you also got whatever that gay one was called. What was that gay one called?
Sure, that's called Grindr.
Grindr, that's right, Grindr. Grindr till you find her. That's what I always say. But making sure that people are communicating with each other and learning things about how to raise a family before they actually have a family. Because starting a family off of a whim, off of a drunken night, is sort of a wrong way to start your family. You want to have some kind of planning involved. You want to make sure that you're financially sustainable for, whatever could happen, whether it be medical issues or, field trips, wherever the hell you want to go, wherever you want to go. And also making sure that you're able to handle the tough situations with your kid, such as, maybe a broken leg during soccer or the birds and the bees talk.
All right, we do appreciate again your sentiments there, and we absolutely love that. So we're gonna move on from the American families, unless you have any additional comments.
Not at this time, no.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna go into is climate change. Now, for as long as I can remember, there's always been some type of problem with the environment, whether it would be, moving volcanoes or, like they say, volcanoes are coming towards us right now. There's also glaciers falling off of other glaciers. They're saying that they're melting. Now it's getting too hot, and where obviously the climate is changing. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you feel on climate change in general?
Well, the thing with climate change, and as you mentioned, the glaciers, people act like ice isn't supposed to melt. Have you ever taken ice out of the freezer and just held it in your hand? Usually tends to melt, right? And one of the things that I think people need to understand is that's just the way things happen. Everything comes to an end eventually. Ice melts, fire goes out, water dries up. You end up losing all your money. It all ends somewhere, right? And also with this whole climate change thing is a lot of people like to blame cars. The emissions from vehicles. You see a lot bigger push on electric vehicles, electric trucks, semi trucks for delivering. And one of the problems with all these vehicles on the road is the roads start to deteriorate. It's basic math. Car plus road equals pothole. Yeah. It's bound to happen. And then especially with, say it rains or it snows, it's going to loosen up the dirt and it's going to just make a huge hole right in the middle of the road. And one thing that I say to better our cars and the emissions from them is we need to fix the roads. Domino's can't do it all themselves. It shouldn't be up to Domino's to fix all the potholes and deliver your pizza safely, because next time it won't just be pizza. It might be your grandpa having a heart attack. It could be your wife delivering a baby. Could be your husband delivering a baby. It could be anything. And I say that if we have better roads, we'll have better vehicle emissions, and we'll have a better climate.
Wow, those are very inspiring words from you, Mr. Jack. And I also wanted to touch on the volcanoes. Can you tell us how you feel about volcanoes moving towards us right now?
Well, I've never really liked volcanoes. They've just never really been my thing. I prefer to look at them from afar rather than close up. Although one of my dreams is to fly in a helicopter right above a volcano. But, there is that overarching fear that the volcano might erupt while you're hovering over the helicopter. Or your helicopter just runs out of gas and you fall in the volcano. However, volcanoes, like I said earlier, are fire. And fire eventually does go out. And if we've learned anything from the movie Volcano, starring Tommy Lee Jones, is that if you get enough fire trucks with enough water and enough of a barrier, you'll be able to put out that volcano, that hot lava, and everything will be all right.
Okay. All right. Great answers there. Great answers there. Do you happen to have any additional comments on climate change?
Lava is hot.
That it is. Anything else?
Not right now. No. Just, that damn lava's hot. Burns.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next topic here, and that's going to be fighting COVID-19. So obviously we've been in a scandemic the past 6-7 months as we've been fighting the COVID-19. Can you please tell us how would you have basically went about treating people and kind of keeping everything in line during this time than previous presidents?
Well, one of the things is a lot of people still aren't sure how this thing spreads. A lot of people said that it was the droplets from your mouth or your nose. A lot of people said it was airborne. A lot of people said it was skin-borne. A lot of people also said it was Evan-borne, but I'm not sure about that either. Hell, for all I know, it might have been Jason-borne. Could have been the Bourne Identity. Could have been born to be alive. However, the thing with this, though, is if it is airborne, we're all going to get it eventually. You ever seen that movie, The Happening? They all got it. They lived. Marky Mark, he's making hamburgers now. He's all right. Now, the thing with the gloves, though, is skin-borne. We all got to touch each other eventually. You got to touch yourself eventually, too. Because if you ain't touching yourself, then you're just not... You need to look for lumps. You need to look for pimples and all that shit. You need to wipe your butt. If you don't wipe your butt, then you're just going to stink and nobody's going to want to be around you. And hey, if nobody wants to be around you, you probably quarantined yourself, from everybody just by doing that. I think they call that stinky quarantine. Anyway, the thing with stinky quarantine and all these other forms of quarantine is that we all need each other. We need to stick together during this trying time. And the thing with that is... like I said earlier, we all need to touch each other eventually, because if we don't touch each other, how are we ever going to get turned on and have new babies? The children are the future, and we got to touch each other to make new children.
Absolutely insightful and powerful words from Mr. Almanac Jack. So we're as we continue talking about the COVID-19, the scamdemic here in America, can you give us your position in terms of, can you give us the
position?
The arrow
position. I was a quarterback, and my wife played wide receiver.
Okay, can you give us the direction you would take in fighting the COVID-19?
Well, as far as the direction, I would need a compass. To make sure I'm going in the right direction. They always say that moss grows on the north side of the tree, right? And that actually is true. It's because, tropical regions and stuff like that. But as far as fighting COVID, I would also need to get a great coach. Possibly somebody named Mickey. That way, while I'm training for it, and I'm fighting COVID in the ring, one night only, Hell in a Cell, it's going down. I need someone to be in the corner saying, he's a wrecking machine. He's getting angry. And from there, I'm sure I can win the fight against COVID-19.
Wow. That is definitely an absolutely powerful insight. Do you have any additional comments to the COVID-19?
COVID-19, you're going down.
You heard it here first, folks. COVID-19 is going down. And we're back here. Back to Almanac Jack's debate with himself here. So the next thing we're going to talk about is leadership. So obviously leadership here in America seems to be divided. Obviously, because there's people who say that this person's leadership material and this other person's leadership material, and nobody can really take a lead on who's going to be the actual leader. So can you tell us what it means to be a leader?
Well, being a leader means you need to lead from the front. Unless they like it from the back, and then you lead from the back. Now, the thing with being a leader is you got to be tough, right? You can't have a soft leader. You need to be hard. Just rock hard leaders, okay? Now, one of the things with leadership, too, is that you need to have a lot of stern talkings with the people that you're leading. Let them know that you're in charge. Let them know that everything's going to be okay. And if anything happens, they need to let you know. We need to communicate. If you don't communicate, then everything's just going to fall apart. Like they always said, the something about chains and links and being strong or something like that. Leadership, yeah, there you go. See.
All right. Yes, definitely. Those are the great answers. Can you tell us somebody in your life, or somebody that you know, or somebody just, again, in general, that is an example of a leader?
Yeah, I had a PE coach that was very, very tough on me. His name was Coach Vidget. And Coach Vidget was a real tough guy. He showed true leadership. While we were running laps, he would be out there running with us, and he would try to make us not soft. He'd try to make us all. And one of the things with Coach Vidget is while we were running, he'd be running by us. And there'd be a lot of those kids that fall behind, right? Not every kid is the same strong runner. Mm-hmm. And, there would be those little weenie kids that are running back there, and, they have asthma, and they're just slowing everybody down. But he would go back there, he'd run, and he would tell them, you may not be able... He would say, you may not be able to breathe as good as everybody else, but you can still run like everybody else. I don't care if you have asthma. But anyway, and I would also like to take this time to let everybody know that Coach Vidget will be my vice president.
Wow.
I would like Coach Vidget to be the vice president to my president, because if I ever fall behind and I start saying that I can't run and I'm soft, he's going to be there running right next to me saying, you need to get hard. Not soft. And yes, that is my standing on leadership.
Wow. That's just an absolutely shocking turn of events here, as Coach Vidget is... I can't even say as Coach Vidget is now the appointed VP running here with Almanac Jack. Absolutely amazing. We're going to have to see if we can ever get him to here on the show to give us his thoughts as the VP.
He's also a rapper. He had a song called Jumping Up and Down. Fantastic record. I got to hear the demo before everybody else.
All right. Do you have any closing thoughts on leadership?
Go Vidget. I'd also like to take this time to say that after I'm elected, after my 2 terms, he's going to run for president, and his slogan is going to be, "Don't fidget." don't don't fidget with Vidget.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. God bless America.
An absolutely awesome way to end that topic there. So we have a few more topics here. We are going to go into the next one, which is national security. So national security is a very big thing here in America, as there is classified documents and all kinds of stuff that happens behind closed doors, such as anything that has to do with military. There's also people that try to come into America and do certain things that people don't like, such as not anything I'm going to go into. But can you give us your stance on just national security here in America in general?
Well, a lot of people like to always complain about the Mexican border. A lot of people don't like the immigrants coming into our country from the South, and taking jobs from Americans is what they like to say. But I put it this way: I don't see those immigrants coming from the South as being a national security threat, because who else is going to pick all the lettuce? I'm not going to go out there and do it. And I know a bunch of the people listening to this aren't going to do it either. You're going to be hunched over in 110-degree weather all day long. There's bugs out there, rats. You never know. You might find a dead body somewhere out there. Anything goes. But as far as national security, I feel like the south of the border is covered. But that north of the border, though, I don't know what any of those frostbacks are doing up there. Bringing snow, pills, drugs, and moose. They're bringing illegal moose into our country. And I feel like the illegal moose is one of the biggest threats, because that's an invasive species. If all those Canadian moose come over here, we might as well say goodbye to all of our American moose.
Wow, absolutely powerful. I agree. Moose is definitely a problem here in the northern part of America. So can you tell us how you feel about, have you seen the movie The Da Vinci Code?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell us how you can prevent something like the Da Vinci Code from happening?
Well, first of all, we need to pick a different painter. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a great man. A lot of great works. He was pretty smart. Did some good paintings and a lot of statues. He got the shape of the ass perfect on that statue of David. I don't know how he was able to hide that huge rod behind the leaf on that statue, but he did it, and that was fantastic work. Nothing against him. It's great. Good stuff. However, a different painter, a different artist from a different time might be what we need. Now, have you ever seen Andy Warhol's painting of a Campbell's soup can? Well, have you?
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay. Well, on this canvas is a beautifully painted Campbell's soup can of chicken noodle soup. Now, I feel that we as a country are just like chicken noodle soup. We are the can. The borders are the can. All the people inside are the noodles and diced up chicken. And the land that we walk on is that broth. And together, as a nation, when we're down and sick, we warm ourselves up. We take a big heaping bite out of the spoon, and we just feel fantastic. We're comfort food. That's what we are.
Well, that is absolutely more insightful. And God damn it. Oh shit. Well, that's absolutely powerful. And so as we continue on with national security, there seems to be a problem with a lot of classified documents coming out. Can you give us some examples of some classified documents coming out and how you would stop that from happening?
Okay, now look, I didn't know that my 6th grade report card was going to get leaked, okay? Now, that doesn't bother me. Let them know that I had an A in spelling. Let them know that I had an A in English, all right? I can spell and I can write pretty dang good. I'm right up there with the best of them. However, just because my math skills weren't that great doesn't mean that I can't tell you how to balance a budget. All right? That doesn't mean that I can't tell you we got too many people living around here. Which means we need more food. And if we grow more food correctly, then we'll have a problem, or we won't have a problem, with feeding all of these people in America, because we have a growing homeless population. There's a lot of bums, hobos, and homos out there that are that are just too damn hungry. All right, and as far as classified documents, maybe these bums have classified documents. We're not sure. They might have old Xbox Live party chat logs that are there, keeping them from getting a job. Now, we don't want them to not get a job. We want them to cut their hair. We want them to wash their ass. We want them to get a job, and we can't let those old Xbox Live party chat logs stopping them from getting a job.
That's absolutely powerful, for sure. Do you have any closing thoughts on national security?
Not really. Maybe just zip it up and zip it out.
And don't leave your laptop in China.
That's correct.
All right, so we're going to go into the very next thing here. It's race in America. I mean, I really don't have any opening statements because this is pretty much straightforward. Can you give us how you feel about the race in America?
Now, like you said, I'm glad you said that you don't need a opening statement about this, because we all know that the race in America is a very big topic nowadays. The Daytona 500 is just huge, okay? Now, we can't let anything get in the way of America's race. The Daytona 500 is a staple of television for the past 55 years, okay? Now, I've personally watched the Daytona 500 probably a dozen times, and of those dozen times, it was with my dad, and my dad's probably watched those 55 times. Okay, he's seen every Daytona 500. All right, and I just don't know what would happen if he couldn't watch America's race, because whenever you say America's race, we all know it means NASCAR Daytona 500.
Oh, absolutely amazing. And for sure, there seems to be a lot going on within the race for America. Now, there's also certain racers that have certain things to say, like Rusty Walrus. There's Dale Fieldhart Jr. There's a lot of things that are going on. Can you let us know how you feel about these certain racers?
Yes, I did speak to Jeff Gorlock earlier. And one of the things that Jeff said to me was that he agrees with the vehicle emissions idea that I had from earlier. I believe I mentioned it earlier about the tires and the potholes and all that. He agrees with me there. But what he doesn't agree on is that auto racing, America's race, NASCAR, the Daytona 500 is causing those emission problems. And I agree with him. That's not the problem. The problem, excuse me. The problem is all of those people that take 2 or 3 trips to Starbucks every day. Those are the problems. Why can't you just get a Keurig? Why can't you get your own coffee pot? Why can't you go to the store once a week and get some Folgers breakfast blend and make your own coffee at home? They sell their own creamers, Starbucks does, at the store. You can get your pumpkin spice. You can get your caramel macchiato. You can get your mint chip, whatever the hell it is. And you can make your own coffee at home. And one of the things that Jeff Gorlock also said to me is that he supports Coach Vidget in his mixtape ideas, and he wants to be on the next song.
Wow, Jeff Gorlock, an absolutely bright star here in America, and definitely a bright star in the race of America. So, do you have any closing thoughts on the race in America?
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Wow, and absolutely incredible so far. I mean, this has been absolutely great to sit down and talk with you, Almanac Jack, and let everybody know how you really feel about the topics and everything that's going on here in America today. Do you have any final thoughts to everything here? Is there something you want to tell the American people?
Well, I would like to tell the American people that we can overcome anything that happens to our country. We can outmatch any other country. We are the greatest country in the world. We are the land of the free and the home of the Whopper. We will not go quietly in the night. We will go on. We will survive. And we will live to see our Independence Day.
Absolutely amazing. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But before that, Mr. Longleg Daddy-O, who is also running for president, had a few choice words for you. Do you have any comments, thoughts, or regards to these comments or anybody else running against you?
Yeah, this guy's a crackpot. All right, he's a mook. He's stupid. He doesn't know he doesn't know exactly what he's talking about. I do. I have a connection to people. I have a connection to our country, and I have a connection to the internet. Okay, which means I am able to look up everything that he says, and I'm able to find out if he's wrong, right, or indifferent, and then I soak up all that knowledge, and then I make the best choice for our country. All right, I'll listen to any side, left side, right side, strong side, blind side. It doesn't matter what side. I'll listen to you and I'll pick what's right for our country.
Wow. Absolutely amazing, Almanac Jack. And again, you, Coach Vidget, have an entirely another thing going on here with this campaign, and I just want to wish you good luck in your future endeavors, as I'm not future endeavoring you off the show. However, we are going to be closing. So, yeah, again, thank you for allowing us to have your time, and good luck once again.
Thank you very much, and don't forget to vote Almanac Jack. Don't touch my sack!
And we're going to go back to Almanac Jack in the GTP hole for the closing thoughts.
All right, this is Almanac Jack back in the GTP hole. Wow. And man, I hope you enjoyed that presidential debate questioning there. It was pretty fantastic.
It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. I was dying the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and I think like he said, we need to not touch your sack.
Yeah.
You know? Don't touch my sack.
Hey, I'm really big on Coach Vidget because he did a lot of hard things for me back in the day, and he was also in that movie Super Troopers as the guy with the big mustache. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I mean, it was super cool to see him in that movie, and you know he did a lot for that school, even though it's shut down. But it's okay.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Good for him for making people not soft and making them hard. You know, that's just great.
Helping them breathe again. You know,
yeah.
Giving them a fresh breath air, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a fresh of breath air. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up.
Like a willy.
Executioner, where can they find you on the social stuff?
All right. Well, first and foremost, if you want to find me on social stuff, you don't want to look there yet, because I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to Yeshua for allowing me to do this, because it's an absolutely fun thing to do. And I want to thank each and every one of you for listening or sharing, whatever it is that you do, telling a friend, telling a foe, telling a pimp, and telling a hoe. Again, we do appreciate everything that you do for us, whether you listen for a couple seconds or you listen to our entire podcast or even our entire catalog. I know there's quite a few of you hardcore fans out there. We appreciate you either way. And yeah, so if you want to find me on social stuff, all you got to do is just hit up thegoodtimespodcast.com, hit the about button, go scroll down till you see me, my face, and my beautiful belt. And once again, my face. And you'll be able to just hit the good old Snapchat, the good old Facebook, Instagram, all that good shit. Go ahead and shoot a follow, and I will probably shoot you one back depending on what you look like. Just kidding. Yeah, what about you, Jack? Where can they find you?
Well, who knows what else you'll shoot out. Well, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at B-Sal Sanchez. Don't forget, when you go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, all the old shows are there, so you can listen to them. Go ahead and take a listen. And also, don't forget, get our t-shirts. We have 3 t-shirts out there. We have 3 designs. Go to tpublic.com/user/B-Sal Sanchez, and you'll be able to get yourself a t-shirt, a sticker, a pin, a button, a tapestry, a tote bag, so you can go to the store and rock the GTP show in style at the store. And hey, if you want it, there's even a mask. You can get our logo on a mask.
And I also heard that they just came out with new Almanac Jack 2020 presidential shirts.
Hey, all right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, go ahead and get yourself one of those and shove it in everybody's faces. Get a sticker and slap it somewhere. Put it in the drive-thru and let everybody know, hey, listen to this show. Well, go ahead and go there. And also, thank you everybody for listening to this. I am All Night Jack. He is the Executioner, and we are out of time. This has been another episode of Good Time.